very, very good sales in Hanoi through Bluebird.
Tức là những cái gam này thì đã từng bán rất tốt thông qua Bluebird tại Hà Nội.
This wine in Indonesia sells for nearly $100 per glass, right? In premium hotels. And Bluebird was selling a lot of this here. And these ones are places like Marina Bay Sands in Singapore, the casino.
Yeah.
Marina.
We're selling. That's again. It's a wine of the month there. So we're these ones are very, very expensive, but the place where they sell well are in the hotels, the premium hotels, and then we have other lower cost ones that are very good quality. But one of the reasons we were so interested in coming to Hanoi is because of the very good business that Bluebird were able to do with these.
Có nghĩa mặc dù đây là hàng cao cấp nhưng mà Bluebird thì nhập cái hàng này bán thì khá là tốt.
And we understand that business included cruise ships, so Ha Long Bay, and premium hotels in Hoi An. So that's it's not that there is a market in Hoi An, Hanoi, and this area that knows these products.
Tức là một số thị trường ấy là họ đã biết sản phẩm này rồi thì họ đã từng bán này.
And have had for several years they've been buying.
Tức đã thông qua một số năm ấy.
Big quantity.
Thương mại rồi thì
so we
sạn nhà họ
so no
mua họ đã biết rồi.
So with no more Bluebird, we're looking for a partner.
Là đương nhiên thì họ rất là tiếc bởi vì sao cái thị trường được Bluebird làm marketing bán hàng rồi. Bây giờ dừng quãng mà không có ai để tiếp nối thì họ sẽ bị mất cơ hội để bán hàng ấy. Thì họ muốn tìm cái đối tác là như vậy. And how many items Bluebird imports? Only 3 or
No.
Yeah. So
you can talk about that, but they import the majority of what they import are the expensive ones. So anybody can sell a $5 wine, but $100 wine, not so much.
Yeah, not easy.
Not easy. And somehow Bluebird did that. The wines are good, but these are very competitive with the best wines in the world in terms of quality.
Anh nói là cái vang rượu màu cao thì không hề dễ bán. Tuy nhiên Bluebird làm cái điều đó. Và điều thứ hai là anh nói là những cái chai rượu vang này tuy là giá cao nhưng mà nó rất cạnh tranh về mặt giá cả và chất lượng so với những cái dòng cao cấp khác trên toàn thế giới. Value money nó tốt so với nhiều premium.
Sam, maybe you can talk about the rest of what Bluebird do, but I wanted to make the point that our prime interest is in this, but we have entry level wine as well. But everybody has entry level wine.
Exactly. Exactly. So what we're seeing around the world is commercial wine is shrinking. It is. You see Yellowtail shrinking. You see Jacob's Creek. It's being sold to accolade.
One information I just would like to share with you about Jacob's Creek. Jacob's Creek is a near very, very short future. They stopped to Puerto Rico. They stopped to import the Jacob's Creek in Vietnam. Now, yesterday, today they clear stop. Very, flash sale. I know well because my young brother, my friend, he work in Puerto Rico. So he tell me. Okay, thank you for the information. So that's what I'm saying.
So what we need to base our futures on, the world of wine, we've got to think about what's coming, which is new consumers are not drinking as much, but they're generally quite well off compared to what we were when we were younger. They can afford premium wines, they drink less, so focus shouldn't be on commercial. I think commercial wine is very hard. Treasury Wine Estates just sold Caradoc. Massive winery, petrochemical plant in the winery, really. Why? Because they see their investment in the future as tenfold, it's premium. So, and I think when we work with partners, what we should be thinking about is, look, we have some fantastic Barossa premium wines. We're estate grown. We're a very strong, we're middle sized, we're not small. So we have capacity to grow. is yes, we do have commercial wines, as David said, and we have a fantastic range that Bluebird used to take as well, called Milton Park. But we don't want it to be the focus of the relationship because, you know, Deacon can come over tomorrow or another winery can come tomorrow with a cheaper brand, and then it's just price. And once you just talk price, there's no margin, there's no profit. And so we really want to build our story, and that's what we think really works well already from the history we've had, is the premium wines at the floor.
Đoạn này anh nói cũng hơi em hiểu ý anh như là xu thế của người ta ấy, và xu thế của người ta là dần dần người ta sẽ tập trung vào chất lượng, uống ít đi và tập trung vào chất lượng. Cái vang vẻ thì dần dần thì nó sẽ khó. Ý anh là thế, cho anh luôn luôn tập trung vào cái vang nó chất lượng cao, kể cả vào trong entry level ấy, họ tập trung để nâng cao chất lượng.
So I'll give you a little bit of a background on us. So we're very much like a Burgundian domain versus a Bordeaux house. So very much our vineyards are the centre piece of our winery. And we have four vineyards, one very small one down here where I live, but 3 central vineyards. So Eden Valley focus, northern Barossa as well. And these vineyards are where our wines come from. So everything from Thorncliffe Bridal Collection, which is where we start our range, exceptional quality for the price, up to the shop wine, which is probably the most renowned range around the world. Won trophies, we've won major events with the shop wine range. A unique sort of selection of various varietals, like we have a Petit Verdot, a Malbec, Mataro, which is Mourvedre, of course. We do a stunning back vintage release Riesling out of that range as well as a full Batonnage Chardonnay. And then, as David's focusing on too, once we step to William Randall, which is a Cabernet and a Shiraz, and then Ron Thorn, which is a single vineyard expression, our very best Shiraz. All of these wines have a heritage and a pedigree, so that when you're talking about a wine, you tell them about the place, because it's coming from our vineyards. So, you know, this is all our whites, Riesling, Eden Valley Riesling, Pinot Gris, Chardonnay, some Shiraz, Cabernet Merlot, and then more Shiraz up here with Cabernet playing very much a secondary role, Malbec as well. And then the valley floor, most vineyards in the Barossa are all here in the valley floor. So it's the home of Penfold, it's the home of Peter Lehman, Grant Burge, Jacobs Creek, which is not really, Jacobs Creek's a winery, it's not, none of the vineyards are there.
So, what is the difference between the vineyards and different like altitude or cooler climate or something?
Sure, very good question. Yeah, we get really technical, but it's sort of the vineyards are sort of outlined here. But north of Barossa, which is this one here, is called St. Kitts. It's very dry. Dry, very low soil organics, low yielding, beautifully, talking 2 tonne an acre level, really intense, full body Shirazes, and it's the home of some of our best Shiraz. But then as you go further south, you come to the Eden Valley. So the Eden Valley starts in here, and as you go south, there's a range of hills here. And so all the sea is over here. So all the weather comes in from the west, and then it hits the hills and stops. So this area here is actually quite protected, and it's not actually maritime influence. It's very continental. So you get colder nights and warm days, but the colder nights means you maintain the acidity up here. And this is Adelaide Hills down bottom. So Adelaide Hills starts there and further down. So this is quite a different environment to the here.
So these vineyards is south facing or west facing?
They're north facing.
North facing.
North facing. Yeah. So most vineyards, if you talk about the adage I love when I talk about Australia, is Europe is always looking for warm sites in a cold climate. In Australia, we're looking for cold sites in a warm climate.
Okay.
So we are. I mean, there's more vineyards being planted down in Tasmania now, down in the southeast, Yarra, up into Tumbarumba, up into almost alpine conditions. So these conditions here, it's about 450 metres above sea level. It's cut off from any warmth during the day, so it doesn't get all the warmth that comes through from the sea. And at night, temperature drops. So it's fantastic for Riesling. And this is also very granitic soil through here, so really free draining, so low yields and high rainfall. It's about 700, 800 millimetres of rain a year, whereas northern Barossa, you're below 450 millimetres of rain. So short distance, but big change.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
This one look like the microclimate something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specific microclimate.
Yeah.
Tức là nhà ấy có 3 cái vườn nho trải dài ở dưới Barossa, mà đặc biệt là thung lũng Eden và Barossa. Thì cái thung lũng này là lạnh nhất mà nó phù hợp cho những